It was causing some really weird side effects.
Yeah, because the first one, I guess it was the first one, was the not hormone.
Yeah, it was the copper.
Okay.
Yeah, and she had that for the full 10 years,
and I'm pretty sure that became one with me.
Oh,
yeah.
Because
when they took it out,
it was not pretty.
I think it took part of me with it.
Fuck! It probably tissue grew around it and stuff. That hurts thinking about it.
But yeah, then the second one you had taken out after like a year
because it was causing problems.
Yeah,
and the first one I had for like 10, 11 years.
Yeah, it was just shortly because it's supposed to be for 10 years.
Mm-hmm. I think I went just over.
Yeah, and but before that, she was on birth control pills for like 3 months when we were married.
See, because I took birth control when we were first married, birth control pills. And of course, I've always been sickly, like always had a lot of like bad immune system. And so I happened to be given some medicine that counteracted it. And hello, Dylan. And so that's where my kids came from. It happened twice. I was on the pill. And, but then after I had Austin, I had a tubal. So we never had to worry, it was never a thing for us. But
now we do know someone who had a tubal. Her husband had a vasectomy. And didn't she have something else? No,
tubal? I think they both had a surgical.
She had that child, which was, if I'm not mistaken, fucked up in some way.
No, the
baby was healthy.
Yeah.
Well, at first there was something, but then it turned out to be healthy.
Oh, that was while she was carrying. They thought it was a scan. They thought for a minute that the baby
had some sort of genetic condition, right?
They thought it was going to be a Downs baby, I think.
Okay, all right.
Because, and that was because of her age, because, she had grown children at the time.
Right. Yeah.
It was an oops baby. Like you said, he'd had a vasectomy, she'd had a tubal. They thought they were covered.
And then
damn.
And then they
that baby was meant to be.
Yeah, and then they have a baby and she comes out as gay.
Yeah, I don't think those two are related.
Probably. They probably are.
Unless she's
I am done with this.
She's like, dicks, I'm swearing off dicks. No matter what I do, I get pregnant.
That's what it was.
No more dicks. Okay,
not even going to look at them on my phone.
Now it seems more reasonable. Because if I had done all that and still got knocked up at my age, I'd be like, no more dicks.
I hope that baby does great things for the world.
Because she was meant to be.
Yes.
But yeah, while she was in utero, they had a scan that they were troubled with. But then they came back like just within a couple of weeks and like it was an anomaly on the scan. The baby was healthy.
Oh, okay, see, I didn't.
Yeah, the baby.
That must have been after she unfriended me or something.
Yeah, it turned out the baby was. They knew before the baby was born that was a mistake, and it was fine. Right. And she's a healthy little, I think, 4-year-old now. Firecracker. But yeah, so we never had to worry about that. But I've seen other people, and I don't have like. Because Ross and I were talking about when I first said it, and he's like, I don't understand the value. He didn't say it kind of like that. He wasn't being a dick. He was just like, if this is working, why do we got to do this? And I was like, well, first of all, a man who's not using any kind of birth control, a woman can only have one baby every year or so. A man can knock up as many as he can get to lay down. Mm-hmm. And God knows we see that all over. People got 2 baby mamas pregnant at the same time and one delivered. And so I think for population control, it's important, and just because, like, I think the onus shouldn't always be on the women.
It should be on women and men. Not just one or the other. Whether you're a man or a woman,
protect yourself.
Because even if you're a man, partner. If you're with someone and she's, you don't know, I'm on birth control. She might be, and she could be on medicine that makes it fail. She may be lying to you.
Yeah, protect yourself.
Congratulations, you're a daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you don't want to be a parent, don't rely on somebody else. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Protect yourself, and by extension, it will protect your partner.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also
situations like that child, which clearly is meant to be like president of the world or something, because she was going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and also, the whole, it doesn't feel good. Oh, well, okay. That doesn't protect against STDs either.
Mm-mm.
Birth control.
Yeah. If you're promiscuous, you need to be using a condom. I don't care.
Yeah.
When we're talking about birth control, we're talking like
birth control.
Right. We're talking more in a committed relationship, where you're not worried about. But yeah, if you are promiscuous and you aren't careful where you put your business, you need to be wrapping it or making them wrap it if you're a girl, because none of those pills protect you against disease.
No.
And you can get things that penicillin won't cure.
Yep.
And so yeah, I mean, that's just, if you're an adult and you're old enough to have sex and be responsible, then you need to protect yourself and your partner.
Those are two different things.
I know that, but if you make that choice and you're entering into sexual conduct, that's just bottom line. And what I think they need to be looking at for men, something like, this is like one off the cuff, I haven't thought it all through, but like the woman, they have the shots that are like for a 6 months period, or I'm just pulling shit up, or the things in your arm that, okay, I'm not ready to be a parent right now, but if I decide I meet someone, we fall in love and things are great, then we have it reversed. 6 months later, we're ready to make babies. That to me is where they need to be looking in male stuff.
Well, so here's the thing.
But
when you're talking about, because what they're talking about is editing the amount of testosterone your body produces in ratio to estrogen through the aromatase enzyme. We could do the science lesson. It's pretty boring though. But anyway, once that ratio gets fucked up enough, you stop producing sperm. Okay. You see that a lot with guys who are on testosterone replacement therapy. When you go back the other way, there's a chance your swimmers may not pick back up,
and there's a chance
for women too.
I'm pretty sure I got messed up from the IUD.
Yeah, there is.
Was that? And I don't know. Was that a physical thing? Because the one guy,
it could be either. It could be.
It was the copper one,
right?
I think did it. I'm actually not sure.
Well, here's another thing. It's even a greater risk for women because we're born with all the eggs we're ever going to have. Right. You continue, as long as you're healthy, you continue to make sperm. Where if we mess up, and like in a case like what Amber was talking about now, it compromises eggs or whatever, or blocks the physical channel. We're born with all the eggs we're ever going to have. And so if we mess that up, there's those risks on both sides. But if we don't want to have litters of babies, or there are no perfect solutions.
No, but I'll tell you this.
I mean, it's a risk we take because we don't want to be raising babies.
And I understand what you're saying about the swimmers may not come back, but at least in time, you make more swimmers where we don't make more eggs.
Well, and I think that the idea of birth control through hormone adjustment is a horrible idea, because when you get, as a woman, when you get prescribed birth control, you go to your family doctor. You don't go to a fucking...
No, we go to an OB.
You go to a gynecologist.
Okay, fine.
You don't go to the family doctor.
Okay, but you know who you don't go to? An endocrinologist. OBs don't deal with the hormone panel. Endocrinologists do. And they don't consult with an endo either. So they're giving you, whatever this standard dosage is, and you are not a standard person, So there's so much. That's what I'm saying. There's so much finite adjustments that need to happen to do it safely,
and I can't argue with that.
That a one size fits all pill, or even a couple of sizes fits all pill, isn't gonna do it.
Well,
not safely.
I mean, it's men that came up with this, and men haven't. It's given a shit the whole time because women have been on it. So
and the thing is, it's stroke, heart attack risk, breast
especially
cancer.
over 35, and especially if you smoke.
Yeah.
If you're on like the pill. You could have a stroke.
And like breast cancer risks are majorly elevated. Other like reproductive cancers.
That's because your androgen levels get fucking skyrocketed.
Okay, Chris, but this has been the status quo.
Well, it's not right.
Decades, and which as long as it affects women, it's the status quo. But we're talking about men, and we're like, whoa. That's what I have a problem with. Mm-hmm. Men want to do the things to lay down and make the babies. And if, you need to do your part. And like I said, strictly from a numbers game, he can make a lot more babies than I can.
Mm-hmm. And if everybody out there does not take, birth control to protect themselves, because like we said, your partner may be lying to you,
you
or
don't
it could
know.
be medicine, or it just could be that percentage that doesn't work. Could end up like this guy, and I think you posted this. I hate my kids and I resent my wife because of them.
That was awful.
I never wanted kids. Never saw myself as a family man. Now I have 3 kids. They're all amazing. I hate them more than anything.
Wow. They're all amazing, but I hate them.
I hate being needed. I hate the whining. I hate how they ruined my life. I hate how I can't do things I want to do because they exist. I also resent my wife for making me choose between losing her or having kids. She gave me an ultimatum, and I've realized I made the wrong choice. I don't hate kids in general, and if other people want to have kids, more power to them. But I feel like this is the biggest mistake I've ever made. The stress is so bad that I was put on 72-hour suicide watch at the hospital. I would rather kill myself than continue down this road. But I'm trapped. I had these kids. I made this terrible decision, so now I have to do my best to be an amazing dad for them.
I mean, I hate
you
them.
Sound amazing.
Yeah.
And I do my best. Just because I hate them doesn't mean they deserve a shitty life.
I mean, I can understand apathy, hate.
Yeah. I get no good emotion from being a father. Hearing them laugh or tell me they love me does nothing for me. If my
sounds
wife,
like he might be a damn serial killer.
Well, yeah.
If my wife and kids died in a fiery car wreck, I doubt I'd even cry.
Yeah,
This is a family annihilator situation.
Oh,
yeah, no
waiting to happen.
shit. God.
Like
Family annihilate, like Chris Watts killed his whole family.
Oh, yeah.
They're called family annihilators.
That is a situation like that brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to leave, but they don't deserve a broken home. And by the time
I think they do better than a dad that hates them.
Yeah, no shit.
And by the time they're 18, the economy will probably be so collapsed that it'll be normal for several generations of family to live under one roof. I'll be trapped. I want to leave them, but I was raised better. And anytime I start to put my escape into motion, I feel guilty. Not sad, guilty.
He's going to end up taking them all out.
Dude, if you're listening, just leave.
Yeah,
they're going to be better off without you. You can't
feel that way.
You can't feel that way and be an amazing dad. No. It's literally impossible.
Well, and if you don't think that your wife and your kids, they may not know the depth of what you're feeling.
They have an idea, though.
But they don't think that you adore them.
No.
Those kids will never feel love from their father. If they're boys, especially, they will never know how to love their own children because they never got it.
The best thing you can do is pack your shit and get the fuck out of Dodge because you're destroying them by inches. And I'm going to be an amazing dad. Somehow I fucking doubt it.
Well, and he's going to raise people who are fucking not emotionally mature. They're not going to, just like Amber said,
emotionally stunning.
They're not going to know how to love someone because they're not going to know what that looks like.
Or they're not, okay, even if the mom loves them so much that they form healthy attachments and all that, they're going to be like, this kind of behavior is normal. I don't, their bar for being loved is going to be so fucking low.
Yeah.
Like, when I read that, all I could think of was like family annihilation waiting to happen. What the fuck? Like, how could you think? I was raised better than that. I think it took.
Yeah, you're saying things that are complete opposites.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're trying to.
I hate them. I won't even cry if they die
in a fiery wreck.
I want to be an amazing dad.
Like if a stranger dies in a fiery wreck, I cry.
Well, and here's the other thing too. Maybe he should have looked at that relationship.
Yeah.
Before all this, if she gave him an ultimatum.
Well, exactly.
And like, okay.
I mean,
it took him 3 kids to figure this out?
Yeah, no shit.
He couldn't figure it out after the first? Jesus Christ. Well, I hate this one. Maybe I'll like the next one better.
Yeah, we'll see how the second one takes.
I still hate this one. Let's go for a third.
Maybe a third.
Third
time's the charm.
Like...
Wow.
Woo.
Oh, I have an idiot parent story to tell you. I was watching ID before y'all came over, and this woman, I don't know, she was really young. I don't know when she started having kids.